Hello student, good afternoon. We will start the new life cycle, that is Clonorchis sinensis. It is the trematode parasites of man. Trematode parasite of man. Classification of this Clonorchis sinensis, or other name is also Opisthoarchis sinensis. Phylum Platyhelminthes. Phylum Platyhelminthes. Class Trematoda. Order Dryginia. Genus Clonorchis. Species Sinensis. Opisthoarchis sinensis, formerly Clonorchis sinensis, is the most important liver fluke of man. Is most important liver fluke of man. Means to live in the liver of man. Commonly termed as the Chinese liver fluke. Commonly termed as the Chinese liver fluke. It is an important parasite. It is an important parasite in the bile duct of man in the Orient, especially in China, Japan, Vietnam, and Korea. It is also found in Oriental dogs. Found in Oriental dogs, cats, pigs, and a number of wild mammals. Number of wild mammals. Means number of host also there, dogs, cats, pigs, and number of wild mammals. Wild mammals means other animals, vertebrate animals, particularly the carnivorous, which are the definitive or primary host. Opisthoarchis felinis, also found in the bile ducts of the man, cats, dogs, and other mammals, is especially common in Europe, Philippines, and Vietnam. Structure or morphology. Opisthoarchis or Clonorchis is smaller and narrower than fasciola and not commonly related to it. The body is semi-transparent, measuring 10 to 25 mm in length and 2 to 4 mm in width. It is covered externally by a rough cuticle. Suckers are small and 2 in numbers. An anterior oral sucker and a ventral acetabulum at about 1/3 distinct from the anterior end. Its morphology: at the anterior side, oral sucker and mouth. Below the oral sucker or mouth, muscular pharynx, intestinal ceca, both the lateral side reaches up to posterior end, ejaculatory duct, uterus, seminal vesicle, vas deferens, and branched to testes, a pair of testes. Single ovary, Mealy's glands, Laurer's canal also, that is the female reproductive organs, transverse vitelline duct, yolk glands, lateral longitudinal vitelline duct, genital aperture, eggs or capsule in uterus, at the anterior side, esophagus, and at the posterior side, excretory bladder and excretory pore. Alimentary canal is rudimentary developed. Alimentary canal includes a globular pharynx and a muscular esophagus, followed by two long unbranched intestinal ceca, extending up to posterior end of the body. Excretory bladder is Y-shaped, opening by a single posterior excretory pore and connected with two protonephridial tubules with branches provided with flame cells. Two cerebral ganglia located above pharynx are connected to longitudinal cords with transverse connectives. Reproductive system is hermaphroditic and complicated. Hermaphrodite means both the reproductive system present in the same individual or same animal. Testes are posterior, branched and lying one behind the other. Genital pore opens ventrally just in front of the acetabulum or ventral sucker. Penis, serous sac and prostate glands are absent. A single branched ovary is present anterior to the testes. The ootype region is surrounded by the Mealy's glands and opens to the dorsal surface through Lawrer's canal. Mutual cross fertilization usually occurs after the copulation. Mutual cross fertilization usually occurs after the copulation between two flukes. Life history involves two intermediate hosts for the larval stages and final host for the adult. First intermediate host is snail and second is a fish. First is snail and second is fish. The egg hatches into a ciliated aquatic Myriacidium larva which penetrates snail of the genus Bythenia snail. The sporocyst produce radi which gives rise to tadpole-like Cercaria larva. The Cercaria leaves the body of the snail and insists on freshwater fishes belonging to family Cyprinidae. Freshwater fishes. The metacercaria cysts are formed under the skin of the fish. The final host or man becomes infected by eating infected raw or poorly cooked fishes. The cyst wall dissolves. In the stomach and the intestine, and the freed metacercaria migrates up the bile ducts where they become adult to live for 15 to 30 years. where they become adult to live for 15 to 30 years. It is the longest period live in the definitive post, and its age also. Disease. When the number of adult flukes increases in the bile duct, the duct wall thickens, causing cirrhosis. In chronic infection of flukes, death of persons has also been observed. Prevention and controls. As preventive measures, the freshwater fishes should be cooked properly before eating. Chloroquine and gentian violet are used to cure the infection. Gentian violet are used to cure the infection. This is the prevention and controls. Preventive measures, the freshwater fishes should be cooked properly, because in uncooked or improperly cooked flesh of fish ingested by man, automatically that cyst enters in the body of man and other animals also, and it develops into adult worm. Properly before eating, chloroquine and gentian-violet are used to cure the infection. That is the treatment, chloroquine and gentian-violet. This is the Clonorchis sinensis, trematode parasites of man. This life cycle is completed. Okay, thank you.